Welcome Sagittarius, this is your reading for the month of June 2021, and let's see what do you have for this month. Well, I put these readings a little bit earlier for you, well, all the signs that I do, not all 12 signs, but you guys Sagittarius, be aware of this this month in May 26. You have a lunar eclipse in your sign, 5 degrees. So people will be affected, the ones that they have 0 to 10 degrees. Yeah, so be aware. It's not an easy lunar eclipse. So you're gonna have to hold tight like you never hold before. Okay. Well, for you Sagittarius, be aware of your partnership, your marriage, your whatever. It can be, when I say partnership, it can be in love, like boyfriend and girlfriend, spouse, or business partners. Yeah. Even though maybe you had an agreement with the partner, or something good happened in the past, whatever, but now it's a decision time. Something kind of goes haywire. There might be some issues there. Words will be said, and then you or the partner will be a little bit offended, hurt. So be careful when it comes for words of judgment or criticism. With this lunar eclipse, together with the well, South Node, well, be aware of loss, conflict, some tension. It's about I am right, you are wrong. Yeah. And Sagittarius, you are known to do this. I am right, so zip it. Well, sometimes you might be right, but maybe it's not now the moment to say that to the partner or to some people. Because, you know, as Sagittarius, the lunar eclipse, let's say it's in your first house, and in opposition is the 7th house, other people. It can be in your immediate vicinity, boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, or it can be business partners or any other person. So be very much aware when you pass judgment. You might be right, but people will take offense, and then the words will escalate. Yeah. And then you're gonna have to find ways to patch things, or to, if that other person just gets upset and leaves, you're gonna have to be doing and finishing whatever it's there to be finished. Yeah. But this month, just look at what ideas do you have, what ideas you had before, and it's time to release them, to let them go. Because with this lunar eclipse, it's like you have to release, you have to let go. Maybe it doesn't work anymore. Yeah. A way of life, a way of thinking, a way of believing. Maybe you put so much trust in someone. Yeah. So this month you will see that maybe you put way too much weight on other people's trust. Well, you're gonna have to come up with ideas and to fix whatever you want to fix. If you don't like the other person, maybe you realize that, well, I put this person on the pedestal, and I realize that it's not quite he or she is not their place there. You know, it's very important to communicate, to talk, but gently as much as possible, because the energies are so tense, and it's gonna be like, I cannot hold this anymore, and I'm gonna say it. And then the hell breaks loose, because people get offended. So if you don't want to lose someone or a thing because you offend someone, well, measure your words and see if, test the waters and see if it's really, should I say this, or maybe I will just hold my mouth shut and maybe later on I will say something. Yeah, maybe from 10 June next, this month, 10 June, but the lunar, because on 10 June is going to be the solar eclipse in Gemini. It's going to be in your other people's, other people in the seventh house. So people will be more willing to talk to you. But if you are now in May, especially 26, well, 2 weeks before 26 May, 2 weeks after, if you choose to say something that really upsets you, or you have a demand or a request and it's a little bit forced, well, people will say, you know what, get lost. So careful how much, because like I said, you might be right, but oh boy, people will take offense. Trust your feelings, trust your ideas, trust your passion that you have for things. Some of you, maybe you will have to go, let's say, to show your abilities. Maybe it's a job interview. So you will be judged by that. You might not be happy with the, what they will say, the end result or their opinion. But some of you Sagittarius, be very much aware how you communicate with your partner. Involve the emotions, even though with this lunar eclipse on 26 May, it's a fire sign, because, well, you're a fire sign, Sagittarius, but it's in opposition to Gemini, which Gemini talks and thinks way too much, and then you're gonna feel like, you know what, I don't have time to think and manage and pamper your feelings. I'm just gonna come out and say it, and you're gonna have to deal with that. Careful. Just wait, maybe in June 10. From then you can say whatever you want, and you have more people wanting to work with you. Whatever disagreement or upset, it's there. But whatever you're gonna lose, some of you this month, if there is something to lose or to let go, just don't be upset. There are other things, good things that will come. Maybe it's hard for some of you Sagittarius to let go of things. Well, some of you might lose that, and I hope, especially when some of you Sagittarius, it's about children, because either you or the partner or some other person will put some judgment on a child, and the other partner will say, why do you yell at him, or why do you criticize him, or whatever, he didn't or she didn't do that, such a big thing that deserves to be criticized, or scolded. So the children and the arguments might come from children. For example, if you are in a marriage where you have children with your partner, that might be like, let's just sit down and decide if we think, both of us, if the child did something wrong, to be scolded or punished. Just be careful with that, because the arguments might just start with the children. But this month, if you hold tight and you don't react, if you think before you say something or you take some action, you're gonna be okay. But if you're gonna just react, well, expect the opposition to come and the words will fly, and they're not pretty words. So be aware of that. Spend time with your partner, and I hope, if some of you had some issues with a partner, maybe now you're gonna clarify some situation, but gently, not with accusing or giving an ultimatum. If you cannot hold that, if you think that you cannot manage without saying something to criticize, just wait until June 10. That would be great, and it's gonna resolve a lot of problems. But have the trust in you, the confidence that whatever you want to do as a project or your service, or whatever you do, even you go for an interview for a job, trust your abilities, your passion, that you will succeed and you're good for that job or to finish that project. Okay guys, well, this is it for your reading. Have a good month.